Feel like you're the new kid on the block?
When it comes to relevancy, I feel like Arkansas always kind of been like that. You know, you got your little different cliques. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that people don't fuck with you. They just they over there fucking with what they fucking with. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then till a nigga get turned on to something, and be like, all right, then they might give it a chance.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of that's my opinion.
So you ain't from Arkansas?
Originally, I was born in Chicago. So I've been down here since I was 10. So I feel like, I ain't been here this long. I'm from Arkansas, but I'm really from Conway.
Okay, and then
Exit 127, by the way.
What's the difference?
Well, when I was coming up, we was running around Conway, you know what I'm saying? Kicking it with the people we knew. We might have had some family and shit up here that we fucked with, but then as I got older, I went to prison and all that old shit. When I got out, that's when I moved up here. So, you know how that go, man. I met a bunch of people in the process of that, and, networking, you pulling up and kicking it with different people and things of that nature.
Mm. What brought you to Arkansas, though? Like, your mama moved here or something? Like?
No, I was bad as hell, I ain't gonna lie. Mama really got tired of nigga shit. Packed my ass up, down here with my pops, and I really been here ever since. But I went back we would go back, here and there, things of that nature. But yeah, that's just keeping it a buck though. Nah,
yeah.
I was bad as hell. My mama was tired of this shit.
So, what you go to prison for? If you want to talk about that.
I just say this. Long story short. Wrong place at the wrong time.
How long you went to prison?
I did 6.
6.
20.
How long you been out?
I got out in 07. I ain't been back.
Okay. So, what would you say you walked away with from that experience?
Boy, man, down that way, I say this much, it's good to have support, if you can. But it's, on the cool, it's niggas still down there hustling, trying to make it, you feel me? Mm-hmm. That's just, it's sad to say, but that's what it is, when you ain't got that support system, kind of like with music and shit. Mm-hmm. You ain't got that support system, but I feel like a motherfucker that's a real hustler, they gonna figure it out. And then I also say this, I feel like, a weak-minded motherfucker, they gonna break you, you know what I'm saying? Because, in my opinion, that's what the whole system was designed to do. They wanna break a motherfucker down.
So how you keep from breaking when you was in there?
Well, I focused on, believe it or not, I focused on my music. I read some books, and I always been a dreamer, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that saying in the Kevin Gates song. He was like, tell me why I can't have it. So, I ain't never really let none of that get to me. I remember I was talking to a cat one time when I was in the joint. I can't think of his name, but he was from West Memphis. And he was like, damn, T. He was like, man, I wish I kind of had the willpower that you had. And I got another partner that said that, man, it's in you, not on you. Mm-hmm. That's just what it is, bro.
So you were doing music before you got locked up?
Yeah.
So how long you been doing music?
I started really fucking with music like around, as far as recording music, in like 98. So I was fucking with a nigga named Trent. We call him Funky Fingers. I got a partner named Shunny. What does Shunny go by now? He go by Major, something like that. I'm gonna get it right, I know he gonna be hot. Let me see. Peter Pan, I think he go by Fresh. People may see King Vic, me and him went to school together. I know 40 and them, we all kind of grew up in the same place. My partner Easy, most definitely, that's Blue Flame Inc. He do the tattoos, all that good shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's a few of them cats, we was what I'd say, we was like probably like one of the first studios during that time. I think I always say this: we was rapping when it wasn't cool to be a rapper. You know, you tell a nigga, you like, what you do, man? Yeah, we fuck with music. Nigga frown up at you like, what? Like, nigga, that ain't no job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you out here bullshit.
Shit, it's getting back not to be cool.
Yeah, but for different, you know.
Yeah. What the name Rell1Hunnid come from?
Man, believe it or not, we was just, I got a studio in my house, so me, and matter of fact, Sonny was going back and forth, just going back and forth about names and shit. And that was just kind of the one that got chose, you know, motherfucker just rattling off names like Rell1Hunnid. I was like, all right, yeah, I can fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? We'll get behind that. And so I just, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm one of them, once you kind of get behind it, it's stuck. That's where it's at.
Yeah. So on the music right now, you know what I'm saying, you say you've been doing music for a minute. What's your most popular song that you done put out to date?
My opinion, I say My Turn. And I ain't gonna lie, I probably should have named it 80s Baby, because that's what everybody call it. You know what I'm saying? But I get the best reception off that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's pretty cool because you get that reception off that. I feel like it opened them up to be like, all right, what else this nigga talking about? You know what I'm saying? If it ain't nothing before a second, you feel me?
So what kind of music do Rell1Hunnid make?
Man, I tell people I make life music. That's what I do.
Yeah. So on the 80s Baby song or the My Turn song, you got the video out, look like a movie.
Appreciate it.
Got a new video you finna shoot, look like a movie.
Oh yeah, we working, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna cut y'all real quick. I'm telling you, man, I'm planning some big shit. August the 10th, man, set your calendars, man, 9 to 2, 428. I'm already locked in. I'm just working out the details, bro. So it's gonna be a movie, man. I tell people this, man, if you ain't got no thick skin, I don't know if you really can fuck with this song, man, cause it's inspired by my daddy and some of his partners and stories about them. So it's about some pimping, man. So if your skin ain't thick, man, I suggest, you know what I'm saying, you get it together. But it's all fun though, you know. It's life music. I'm just rapping about where I came from. You know, if I'd have been a rap, if I'd have came from the Hamptons and I was a rapper, I'd rap about the Hamptons and the beaches and shit. I gotta tell you about what the fuck I know.
So that's the next single?
I don't know if it's gonna be the next single. I'm still kind of going back and forth with that.
So what's the name of that song?
It's called Essence of a Pimp, really, and it's been titled EOP on my album, Flight 1412, catching on all the platforms, Rell1.
And the video gonna be like a players ball thing.
Yeah, I'm doing the 70s style, players ball. So, you know, you gotta kind of dress accordingly, man, you know, cause the camera's gonna be in the building, man. We trying to catch it all, man, and put a real movie together. So come out, man, and fool with the kid.
Speaking of the 80s Baby, we were saying, was it an age limit to being a rapper these days, since they think all rappers gotta be 20 years old?
Well, I think, you know, you got the younger generation, and they do good music and have good ideas. You got the older generation. I mean, it all stems from somewhere. So, like I said, I feel like we the only ones that kind of really do that. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about Killer Mike. He won whatever that was. But I get it. It can be, you know, a lot of politics in it. But I'll say this. I know a couple guys right now here that's cold, that, you know, they would probably consider them older generation beats by him. Big Keys. That boy hard. Don Damn Key. That boy hard. Freshman, I think it is his fresh medium. Them boys hard, you know what I'm saying? There's some other guys that I haven't got to work with. Again, like my partner Shani. That boy hard. These ain't 20-year-olds I'm talking about though. Now, all right, I'm gonna flip back. I know a little young boy that I got several beats by him, but as far as my last project, 3 of his, he hard. So to me, it's not about the age, it's about the ear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's about the ear, man. It's about the sound. You know, everybody ain't gonna talk about the same thing. You was down there at Juneteenth. Don Tripp just hit the stage. When he was born, 84, 85. So he middle 30s, almost.
So it's about the audience.
Yeah, I think it's about the audience, and for me, I think it's about the music and the vibe. Because everybody ain't on the same type of time, you feel me? If that was the case, we would only have one lane of music.
I can dig that. The shop, how you get in? So we look around here, you got a car back here broke down, you got, what's going on around here?
I think it was one of them New York niggas, maybe Mace. I remember it was the old saying when they say the little kid on the corner screaming, "That's my car." So, you know, I came up, I told you, I went to prison, all that. So my cousins and them, they rolled candies and Dayton's and peelbacks and music. So I kind of grew up around that, and I just kind of got to fucking around with cars kind of on my own. So when I came back, I went to school for it, and I worked with a partner of mine, and we did it for a long time. He committed suicide. Shout out to my boy Ben, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P., but you know, I just kept going with it, and so that's why you see this shit, you know what I'm saying, jacked up in here. I fuck with dunks, you know what I'm saying? So this is 71 Impala. It's a personal project of mine, frame off, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a little time. It's most definitely gonna take some money, and I tell you what, talking is easy, but building one of these ain't for the weak. So when this get done, this gonna be built, not bought, you know what I'm saying? I ain't, no disrespect to the Scat Pack boys, and you know what I'm saying, all the Charger fans and that, but I tell you what, I'm going for about 1,000 horsepower, and I don't want no less than 800, 900 to the ground. So you pull up on the side of this motherfucker playing, it's gonna be a motherfucking problem.
So you have no training in doing this?
Well, when I was 18, my old man was a hustler, and he worked. You know what I'm saying? He always told me, son, I don't care what you do, always keep a job. So I was in the streets hustling, and he was on my ass about this job shit. So I went to, what they call it, like unemployment office in Conway. So I'm in there, you know what I'm saying, talking to people, blah, blah, blah. They was like, well, they had a job opening washing cars. I was like, all right, cool, you know, I can wash some cars. That ain't shit. So when I go to the place, it's a motherfucking body shop. So I'm like, damn. So I had an interview with the dude, and he called me back. And so I started out there washing cars. I didn't even know it's a correct way to wash a car. So that's when I learned all that shit. And they just taught me stuff as I was there, because they saying I was interested in it, you know what I'm saying? And so I learned it from 18 moving forward. And like if I wanted something done, they'd be like, nah, you gotta do it yourself. Then I transitioned from there to another place. The guy that I was talking about that committed suicide earlier, my partner Ben, I ended up working at a shop with him. Then I went to prison. Then when I came back out, it was my aunt's idea to go to school. She's like, you just sitting around, blah, blah, blah. You can go to school, they gonna pay you to go to school, and you can get, you know, something out of it and move forward. Because I was still, I don't know, maybe I was young, I was still in my 20s. And so that's kind of how that went. Then I ended up going up there for the auto body program, and that's when I built the Obama car. Remember I was asking you about the name, we was having that conversation?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I'm glad you brought that up.
So I'm the original, I'm not the original, but I'm the owner of the Obama car that used to run around Little Rock. And it's a bunch of boys, they know me, and they You know what I'm saying? They know what happened. So I graduated from Pulaski Tech, top of my class, and I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. I didn't go to graduation. My partners and them called me. I was down on Asher trying to buy some weed or some bullshit. I was like, man, not trying to be cocky or nothing, but I was like, man, I mean, you mail me the diploma, man. Work speak for itself. I know what I'm doing, you know. I ain't gonna say I know what I'm doing because I'm still learning, but I didn't need that gratification or, you know, I didn't need that from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't do it. I did it for myself.
Yeah.
So I think, man, that's another lesson. Do it for yourself, man. It's gonna mean more at the end. I promise you.
So talk about that Obama car. So you built that car, like painted it, all that?
I painted it now. The Obama, it was pictures of Obama. It was some lettering, some wording on it. I think one side said, yeah, we did. What was his slogan? Yes, we can. So
yeah.
One side said, yeah, we did. One side said, yes, we can. I can't remember the other side. Might have said Presidential 44. So all those letters and the pictures of Obama was what we call a vinyl, and then it had been laminated. But the stars and the stripes and everything else, that was paint. There was matter of fact, there was PPG, candy, Grandier blue over silver.
So with that car, what happened to that car?
Man, woke up one morning, it was gone, you know. Motherfucker caught me with my drawers down. Motherfucker caught me slipping, man, it was gone, you know, but it ain't take the folks long to find it. They called me about 7:30, 8 o'clock. You know, back in the day, I used to keep the driver's license up on the, you know, the little left edge of the window or whatever. So my driver's license was in there. The Pine Bluff police called me. They was like, hey, so we found this car at the Pine Bluff Mall, and we found your driver's license in it, and I had some business cards at the time too. So they was in there with my name on it, so that's how they got my phone number. Like, is this your vehicle? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what's going on? I've been looking, somebody stole it. And I told them, all right, I'm on my way to come get it. They was like, well, you might need a tow truck. You ain't gonna like be able to drive it back. And I swear to God, when I got to the little lot that it was at, shout out to Chris Manuel. He used to cut hair down on 12th Street next to the Havana Cigar Club. He used to cut my hair back in the day. He took me down there. It was me and my pops. So when we got to the little spot, I'm talking to the white dude. I'm like, yeah, man, woo. He like, all right. So I'm telling him, yeah, man, come on. He like, no, everybody can't go. I'm like, damn, man, nigga treat me like you gotta identify a body. So we go through the little office, then we pop outside and go through the little weaving between the cars, and it's ducked off in this little spot. I hit the corner, I said, damn. It fucked me around. They had beat it up, spray painted it up, took the roof out, did all kind of shit to it.
So,
they got all the wheels but one.
So do you think some black people did that or some white people did it?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Right now, it was so much shit going on back then. Now I couldn't tell you, but it's funny you said that because my daddy brought that my daddy brought that shit up because when that happened, it was actually election time. I believe it was Mitt Romney running against Obama. Or no, maybe for the second time. Yeah, it was the second time. And dude was here when that car got stolen. And I remember my partner again that killed himself. His daddy is the editor of the Arkansas Gazette, so we was around his house one day drinking and bullshitting, and the car shit came up. He was like, man, I think that'll make a good story. So he had a dude call me, and we went through a whole spiel, and he asked me that. And I said that same shit about my old man, and it's in the newspapers on the front page. I got the shit laminated. So it's just, you know, another one of them crazy stories.
Two more questions. One question is, What's the struggle of being what's the struggle of being an entrepreneur?
Good question. Good question. And I got the perfect motherfucking example. I think, and it's crazy because I love my people, but I'm gonna start off like this. I think the main struggle of being an entrepreneur is hypothetical situations. You say, or I'm gonna use mine as an example. All right, I get this Lexus that just crashed out or whatever. I ain't gonna get into the exact numbers, but I'm gonna use some higher numbers just to, be flamboyant with the shit. So say the check is $10,000. I think people look at it like I'm making $10,000. You don't think about, well, damn, the headlight in this you went and bought this expensive ass motherfucker. The headlight in here is $2,500. The fender, $1,100. The front bumper, $1,800. The trim, the clips. These just parts. We ain't even got the paper, primer, paint, sealer, sandpaper, lacquer. And I feel like I know for a fact, other people deal with that. It's not about the product, whether it's oranges or apples or paint. I think people, especially like if they may know you and shit, or you black, I'm gonna throw that out there because my people do it all the time. And I ain't gonna lie, I try to slow down because I was guilty of that shit. You gotta respect the lane, man. Mm-hmm. People got overhead. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just like, okay, I talked about all that shit. But hell, you think a motherfucker sit in this building for free? The TV on ain't a dirt.
Yeah.
Alright, you plugged up, ain't you?
Electricity.
If you want to use the bathroom, the toilet
Yeah.
Shit costs. One thing I tell motherfuckers all the time, motherfucker go talk shit. I said, say, pimp, I got 2 rents. Like a badass little kid, not rent. I got 2 rents, nigga. 2 sets of motherfucking bills.
Yeah.
You know how many days I done sat in this motherfucker and I ain't made nothing but enough money to pay the bills?
You got good days and bad days.
What? So am I supposed to, okay, now I think that's where your heart come in at. What you made of, how bad you want it. Cause, shit can fold up quick. You gonna pack up and run? Or you gonna thug it out? Mm-hmm. I done got angry and said fucking stayed at the house a couple days, but I ain't gonna lie, by the time I take my hat off and go to scratching my head, shit. I know one thing, I ain't making shit in this house. I ain't making no motherfucking thing in this house. And I know the next thing, that motherfucking mailbox, them motherfucking bills coming. That shit coming here and there, so shit, motherfucker gotta suck it up. But on the cool, I've had my times where I thought about going to get a job. But you know what I think about too? I'm like, damn. A motherfucker ain't told me what to do. I know since about 2008. That's a hard pill to swallow, man. For me anyway, I don't know about that.
It costs to be the boss.
Yeah, man, that's a hard pill. It's for doing it so long. You know what I'm saying? I ain't one of these niggas out here fronting, baby. 100,000, 200. I'm not doing all that. I ain't fucked up, but I am fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow, man. Nigga ain't told you to do nothing. 10 plus. Now you gotta go. Let me tell you, I need you to get on this line and load these motherfucking boxes, and you load boxes in this nigga for 45 minutes. You ain't moving fast enough. Me, I ain't got no kids. I quit, nigga. Fuck you. I'm gone.
Start feeling like slavery or some shit.
I'm just telling you, people with more responsibilities than me, Don't do this shit at home. This shit'll get you fucked up.
I swear.
But I'm just keeping it a buck, man. You know, just keeping it real, though.
All right, last question.
All right.
Struggle of being an Arkansas rapper.
Man, that's one of them questions, man, I'm kind of on both sides of the fence about, because I've thought about it back and forth. I think everything is what you make it. First off, I'm gonna lead off of that. So it's some independent artists, and I hate to call them independent. It's some guys in the state, you know what I'm saying, that I feel like they making some noise. And then there's some guys in the state that's not making as much. And I think it's gonna all be due to what you doing and how you doing. I'm guilty of that as well. I say it all the time. I need to post more. I need to do this more. Matter of fact, I remember one night the first night I believe, I was in CC's and I was talking to Bryce. And I promise you, I know he told me that about 4 or 5 times. Man, you gotta put that content to you. You've even told me that. So when it come to that, I feel like you gotta make that opinion based off what you doing as a person. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about that part of it.
You definitely right. Cause you gotta look in the mirror.
Yeah, if I'm not going 110, how the fuck can I be mad if I don't get 110? I mean, that's just being for real, bro. And I promise, I'm trying to take different measures because at the end of the day, I'm a guy, I know what I'm gonna do and what I'm not gonna do. So if I got something that I'm not gonna do and I want that done, then my mentality is I gotta go seek out the people that do that and do some type of negotiations with them so I can keep what I want done rolling. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, that's where I'm at as far as that part of it. But I mean, it's just what it is, man. You can't expect to get what you ain't put in.
I was just gonna say, you get out what you put in.
Yeah, you can't expect to get what you ain't put in, bro. That's just as simple as that. I feel like the 80s Baby song again. I got some other things that I'm working on. I think with some more push and trying to, put all the ducks and shit in a row, it can be bigger, but you have to take those steps. You have to communicate with people, you know what I'm saying? You have to see what people's opinions are, and you gotta be receptive to them too. He tell me all the time about posting and different things like that. So I mean, you gotta be receptive to it, and if you're not being receptive and you're not doing it, you can't expect that 110, boss. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm. Put your social media out there.
Man, I'm Rell1Hunnid on Instagram. I got a Rell1Hunnid Facebook, Tyrell Tennyson Facebook, man. You can catch me on all of them. Like I said, just did the album release back February 29th. So Flight 1412 is on all the platforms. My Turn got a video. It's on YouTube. We got a video to 2333. It's on YouTube. I'm gonna plug it again. August the 10th. 70s Player Ball coming. Video shoot with EOP, Essence of a Pimp. Bring your thick skin, you know what I'm saying? We having some fun with it. Shout out to Dirk, man. Shout out to the team. My cousin Charms, you know what I'm saying? Big Smoke, Easy. Asylum Crow, he fuck with me tough. Big Keys, Omar, G. Yeah, some people, man, they fuck with me, man, so we gonna try to make it happen.